Okay, guys, so today we're gonna do reading on Bella, who is Kat's dog. That sounds really interesting. I'm sorry, I just realized.
Cat's dog.
Kat's dog. Kat, who is in our group, and it's her dog. Okay, that's better. Um, so we're gonna start the opening prayer, and I'm trying not to laugh. It's so cute. All right. And so we do
So we do
acknowledge
acknowledge
the
the
forces
forces of light, asking for
asking for
guidance,
guidance
direction, and courage to know the truth as is
as
revealed for our highest good and the highest good of everyone connected to us. O universal mind, protect me from all forms of self-centeredness and direct my attention to the work at hand.
Work at hand.
Kat and Clara. All right. The records are now
Records are now open.
all right. So, Kat is going to give us a little bit of background on Bella, relating to her question. If you want to start with a question and then give us some background.
And can we all mute ourselves?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, so Bella, I'll start with the question. She has specifically, well, she has health problems, but specifically she has kind of an itching on in her nose area that we've taken her to the vet a few times, and they're just kind of saying it's like allergies, and they don't really kind of know what it is. Like, well, they gave her allergy medicine. They didn't say what specifically allergies. Um, but she doesn't seem to be getting better at least for the itching. She does, like I said, have other health problems, but um this one's, I guess, like the main source of her uncomfortableness because she's using a lot of energy and stuff. The energy she has during the day, she sleeps like most of the day, like scratching and stuff until she like just tires out and falls asleep. So um if maybe we could kind of see and kind of relieve that a little bit. See what she says about that. Yeah, she's a little older and she has, like I said, health problems. Um yeah, I don't know if you guys have any questions.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So, when you're saying she falls asleep, where is that not a typical falling asleep? Is it different than normal?
Um, well, because she scratches like so much, she ends up like being just tire herself out and just like kind of knock out. Um, like a few weeks ago, she didn't have that scratching, so she didn't do that. She did fall, like she did go to sleep a lot, but um, like it's really tiring her out. Is kind of what I'm saying.
And where she's scratching when you touch it, is it hot?
Um, so we're not sure if it's like she grabs, like she brings her 2 feet and goes like this. So we're not sure if it's her nose, but she's also scratching her legs too. That like her legs are really like red and kind of raw. So we're not sure what is it exactly. And she's just like, I don't know, like going crazy on her nose and stuff.
I have a
Um,
question too. Then the vets already ruled out like the typical skin stuff like fungal and all that kind of stuff and
he didn't really
allergies.
I mean we showed it to him, but he didn't I mean he didn't like do tests or anything. He was just he didn't really, I don't know, he didn't really say anything about it, to be honest. I mean, I don't know what kind of test they could do, but he didn't, because we're not sure if it's like in her, like on her nose, like I said, or because she's going to her nose.
Mhm.
Um, And it's just like her scratching is just kind of like a symptom or vice versa. Like we don't know where it's exactly it is. The vet has, obviously checked like her like mouth and all that area, but he doesn't really say anything about like, I don't know. And she seems a little congested too. So
Mhm.
yeah.
You've had her since she was a puppy?
Kinda. We got her when she was about 4 years old. She was my mom's friend's dog. I couldn't have her anymore, so she gave her to my mom. Well, it's like her coworker gave her. So we had her since she was about 4.
And I'm sorry, did I miss how old is she now?
She's about 16.
Who's her person?
Um, I don't know. I mean, I guess like my dad or my mom. Probably my dad.
Um, who does she sleep with, or where does she sleep?
Well, now we've been putting her in, just started recently in the kitchen. Um, just because it's cooler there. So she always has a cover when she sleeps at night, but sometimes she gets hot. And it's either like we don't want her to get too cold because then she's shivering sometimes. So we didn't really know where to put her. So she used to sleep in the living room, but there was like a rug and it was kind of a little hotter there. So we decided just like I think starting over the weekend, we started putting her in the kitchen, in like a little dog bed and just covered her. So she's been sleeping there in the kitchen. Before that, she used to sleep in my parents' room, like in a little corner, and also in a dog bed. Um, but she seemed like she was like some days she's good and some days she's like today she was like really, really bad. Um, like yesterday she slept most of like she was kind of quiet, but today she like had trouble even sleeping, like scratching and stuff extra today.
Is um is the scratching related to the health problem? Like, is it a symptom of, you said that there's other health problems? Or does it
So
seem to be something separate?
to me it seems separate. Um, I was thinking it could be like something with her like other medications, but she's only has one now. Yeah, I think it's only one and like sleeping pills because sometimes she has a lot of pain, so she takes sleeping pills. So we give her sleeping pills. But she used to take a couple medication now. She's only on like one or two, and she's still the same. So I think it's something separate. But yeah, the vet hasn't said that it's related or anything like that. It started about a month or month and a half ago. It just kind of started. So we're not sure.
When
And
it started, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say I'm not sure. I don't think it started with Medicaid. Like, yeah, I think we took her because of the scratching and stuff. And then he gave her medication because of like other things, like to help her arthritis and things like that she has. But I think she had the itching before she started getting like on more medication. So that's why I think it's separate.
And just before the itching started, was there a big change, whether in uh or in anxiety, something that happened, that could cause anxiety or
Um, no, I don't think right before, like nothing in this past couple months, no.
Sorry. Food. What does she eat? You don't have to tell me
So,
brand or anything. She just eats like dry food, wet food, homemade food.
uh, wet and dry. She doesn't have teeth, so it's kind of hard for her to eat some things. So, but she has my dad brings like home. Like she has chicken, she has like she has regular like food and she has dry food and wet food. She has everything.
Okay.
Is she a purebred or a mix, or do you
She's a
know?
mix. Yeah, she's a mix. She's more like a little pure, more pure than mixed, but she's mixed.
Sorry, one more. As far as walking, does she like you just let her out the back, or does she have walks like she walk in pavement or grass?
So, uh, we used to, well, like the past couple years when I moved to this house, we have a backyard that we could just let them out. But like now, the past like year or so, well, actually no, the past couple of months when she started getting worse, we haven't like really let her out that much. She has her own like little diaper and she goes there and we change in the diaper because of her like her back legs and stuff also give out. So it's hard for her to go to the bathroom and sometimes she just like gets really dirty and stuff. So and even like falls into the grass and stuff, so like she just gets dirty in general. So my mom doesn't like taking her out that much. My brother sometimes takes her out. Sometimes she'll go on the grass, but it's very little that she goes out now. She can hardly like, yeah.
I'm complete.
I am too.
All right, so let's take, what do you guys feel okay with, like 8 minutes with an additional one if we needed more?
That sounds good.
All right. All right. I'm gonna just keep her face on the screen.
Okay.
All right, I'm setting a timer. Would anybody like to go first? I can go. Oh, Clara, you want to go? I'll go. Um, well, I got that there's a couple of different things. There's a sort of an irritant that's created with like that diaper. There's like a weird mix, like there's like a weird mix with the water and like the diaper fabric. I don't know if that makes sense. Um, and and I got a sense that there was a whole sort of immune system compromised situation, and I was given guidance on different things to do with that. Interestingly, daily Reiki did come through as well because I've been doing that. So it was just like that was something that came through. Um, she also, I also got to kind of feel her sense of like where she um is with you all, like in her relationship to you all. And she is aware that she's seen as not as strong. I don't know, like there's an awareness on her part that you're seeing her as not as strong, and she's aware of that. But she did not think of herself that way before. Um, and her, um, there's a lot of processing, like thought processes going on. That's causing her body to need a lot of rest. And then there's not just that irritant from the diaper, but there's some other irritants, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. So in order to bypass a lot of the irritants that are sort of taking up a lot of room, making her body work harder, she's having to process some of that in her sleep. One thing that was offered was lots of warmth. Even if you think it's like warm, it's not warm enough. Um, like a heated blanket maybe or something, or a heated something that she can choose to get on. Um, Bone broth came through like really strongly. Also, bone broth and affirmations about growing stronger every day and more for you guys as a family to sort of work on your own affirmations about how you see her, because again, she's aware of how you are seeing her. Um, there was a thing about exposure to grass and having a little bit more exposure to digging in the dirt and how that would help in terms of energy and like more of like an energy healing on that department. So like being more grounded. Um, but there was also like a little bit of when exposed to grass, the results of that last really long. Like there's sort of an irritant there that lasts a really long time. Um, and the guidance that came through was trust her and her body, like to really like observe her. And she really feels like a little bit restricted and a little bit not free. Um, like a little bit on the cranky side. Like so she's almost like I guess the message to send her is that you're trusting her with the judgment about her body. I don't know if that makes sense. Maybe Kathy, when she shares about her elderly dog, might also have a little bit of that, but trusting her about her body and observe her and sort of because she is communicating a lot. Um, and see what she does for herself. Um, and again, less grain. I don't know, that was like a thing about grain. Is there's like little irritants here and there that are causing like this sort of a global approach to like just feeling weakened. And so the grain part came through. And again, more fat, more bone broth, more just don't worry about fat. Just fat. Like fat. Um that was it's I felt it very much as a histamine response as well. And that even a little exposure to one of those irritants lasts a while. Like it takes a while for her to process that. Um, And she would feel you sending loving energy to areas that are in need. So the whole family can do this. That was an invitation that was given to strengthen the system. So it's not about changing anything necessarily, but also just we're trying to strengthen that system so that she again is like there's like this thing about agency. Like she can do it, you know, and a big part of it is her like feeling like she can heal. And like she's also feeling and hearing, like sensing that you guys expecting her to get weaker. Um, and also to see some of the changes in her as normal. Like that needs to switch and part of the family to see that some of these changes are just normal aging, you know. Um, um, oh, and then stress. There was a lot of there about stress that um, like minimizing stress, even like timing of food so that she knows like when food's coming. And again, letting her know that she's got freedom. Somehow that's like, again, she's coming in as a sort of a very cranky personality at the moment. Um, like she puts her foot down. I don't know. That was like the thing that I saw a paw come down. So that's the end of my message. I'm complete.
Thank you.
I can go. Yeah. I got very similar, so it's very it's very funny. Okay. I did get that it was a lot of free radicals going through there, toxin wise. Um, so they said take a look at the food she's eating, even the water. Toxins affect dogs that are older more so because their weakened immune systems are just a natural occurrence of aging. So I asked for advice, what's best for her to eat, and I kind of got the same thing as Miriam. It's the boiled chicken, and it said with herbs. So, but I'm not sure exactly what herbs dogs can have. So maybe Risa and Kathy can chime in on that. But they said the boiled chicken with the herbs, and yeah, better than with the bone, so they get that bone broth. And then also, let me see here. I'm trying to read my writing. Oh, so that will help her system, but then also some mashed pumpkin puree would help. And then so then I asked any messages that she has for you guys. And she says, I was laughing. She says the very first thing she said was, I am still strong. I love being with everyone and I'm happy and it's been a good life. And when it's my time to go, I'm not going to want to because I love being around everyone. And when the time does come, I will let you know. And I appreciate all the life you've given me. And I'll be with you always. And I wanted to know if I was seeing this correctly because I asked what's her favorite thing. Does she like to rub up against y'all's legs? Is that something she does? Is like to get attention, or maybe when she was younger, like
Yeah, sometimes like her little head, like not
yeah,
like yeah,
like
yeah,
kind of like a greeting when you get there.
yeah.
That's what I felt that she was her favorite thing. But yeah, that message came in 2 times now, so that Marion said the same thing. I am still so strong. Like, don't count me out. I'll let you know when it's my time. She doesn't want to go. Yeah, She's like, this is the best life. I just want it. I just love being around everybody.
Thank you.
I'm complete.
Thank you, Clara. Risa?
All right. Hi, Kat. So I was thinking and getting in touch with Bella. And it's funny because whenever we first saw the picture, I said, "Oh, beautiful Bella." And literally, like the first thing that came to me was she misses being the belle of the ball, like a play on words. And I wondered if she had ever like greeted you guys as I guess all of us kind of got this a little bit, like standing on her hind legs. Did she ever do that whenever she was
She-
younger?
Um, kind of like yeah, she like would go up on like someone's leg sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. So, let's see. Um, she really does want to go outside. She misses going outside. She misses, just being outside. I mean, I didn't really look into, to the grass or anything, but I just kept hearing outside. Um, and she loves snuggles, which is really
Yeah.
cute. It was so cute when I remembered you said that, you put a blanket over her and stuff, which my dogs would never even stand for that. But she loves it. She absolutely loves it. And I asked about the itching, and it's funny because I got really hot. And what I got was that it's very painful and it feels like it's burning, which is why she keeps rubbing it. So I asked, what, can you guys do for that? And again, I've not ever had this experience, but I heard peroxide on a cotton ball and kind of just gently like rubbing it. But check and make sure, I don't want to give her something that's, not good. Um she said she worries about another dog. Do you have another dog?
I have two other ones. Maybe maybe one of the like about a week ago or a week and a half ago, one of them had like some issue and he we found out that well he has I don't know if you know the collapsed trachea.
Oh
It's
wow.
like he has that and when he was sleeping he like kind of went unconscious like twice he like barked really loud and then he like went unconscious twice
Oh
and then
wow.
we ended up taking him to the vet and now he's like on heart medication because something about like with his heart, so I'm thinking maybe like the other one's fine. So
Okay.
I don't know if maybe it's that one because it it's about a week or so ago that happened.
I don't know, but she, I just heard that she was really worried about the other dog. So maybe that's it. Maybe
Yeah,
I know they communicate, but reassure.
yeah.
And um uh oh, something else that came in whenever they were talking and I missed. Oh, the one of the things that's good, one of the herb, I don't know if it's an herb, but turmeric, however you
Turmeric.
want to
Uh-huh.
say it. If you put just a little sprinkle on her food, it's not the greatest tasting, but it really, really helps with their joints. It really
Yeah.
helps with mobility and everything. So that would be really good.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
I am complete.
Thank you, Risa. Kathy?
Okay, wow. Oh, you just saying that, Risa. No, I'm not sure. But yeah, because the itching. Okay, so she's so very tired of the itching. She's like, "What is with the itching?" And then and then I was having a hard time. I thought it was her having a hard time breathing. And like that maybe she was itching because felt like it almost felt like my throat was kind of closing up. So it's hard. So when you just said that about the trachea of the other dog, I'm like, oh, so Risa is saying her being so worried about the other dog. Um, wow. Now, isn't that something? I was thinking that it was her itching because you said she's itching her nose and
Yeah, like her nose eye
yeah,
area, like that. Like, yeah.
yeah. And so I was thinking that when like my throat felt like it was tightening, not completely closing up, but like tightening and like harder to get air in and out. That maybe that's why she was itching at her nose because she knows breathing through the nose. So I'm not sure if that's her or the other dog now, and if she's that worried about the other dog. Wow, and she's that in tune with the other dog. What's the other dog's name with the trachea?
Chocolate.
Say again.
Chocolate.
Okay. Okay, I love that. Um, okay.
And he's white like her. His name's Chocolate.
Oh, I love that. I love that. And there, so yeah, it is something that, yeah, Risa picked up on that she's anxious. So she's anxious. I'm sorry, I need to just read from here. I got kind of thrown when you said that. Um, okay, so the itching, having a harder time breathing. She's anxious. Throat feels like airway is getting tighter. She's scared she can't breathe as well. That's why the itching and getting hotter. Interesting. So her and the other dog are possibly are quite well connected. I don't know if maybe her also with the breathing with the itching. Oh, how interesting. What is mine? What is yours? I wrote that down. I'm like, what does that mean? Don't know. Just write it down. What is mine? What is yours? So maybe that connection, yeah, between her and the other dog. Senior blood panel. Has a senior blood panel been done?
I don't know, to be honest. I don't.
Okay.
I think we were gonna do one, but the doctor was just kind of like, oh well, I don't know. He was just kind of like for the itching at least. He was just like, oh well, it's not in her like it's like nothing. I don't know. He was thinking it was nothing like to do with that, but yeah,
Well, but being 16,
yeah,
my dogs that, yeah, there would be a senior, to get a senior blood panel.
yeah.
Um, um, Now, I'm not advising, but just that was the question. It was like senior blood panel, has it been done? It came as a question. Um, her organs are working too hard. Benadryl for itching, but that's only surface. And then I had to do the math. You know, they say a dog, dogs age 7 years to R1, and 16 times 7 is 112 in your comparison human years. So, this is hard and I am getting older. However, and I want my legacy to stand on my feet now. I don't know what that meant. And then I heard, "Where are you?" And then I saw a map. And then I heard her say, I want her or her master say, "I want to see Daddy, Kat's husband. I want to see his face. I have something to tell him that no one else in the family is hearing. Please put him in front of me. I want to look into his eyes and he look into mine, like you are all doing here right now in this meeting. He will hear me because you are all so close. It's hard to hear me." So the whole communicating that Miriam was talking about, it may be hard to hear what I need to say. I know you all love me, and Clara, you were saying that. Um, so is your husband still
He's in Costa Rica.
okay? Okay.
Yeah.
She,
He
I mean, I don't know if they were, has he been with her a lot or?
yeah, I mean kind of like when he was here he always spent with them. I don't I don't remember if he was yeah, I think he kind of could stay well kind of when he was here because she's been like a little blind for a while. But yeah, he came in February and I think he was with her a little bit but not really because she was always sleeping and stuff. So,
She's really missing him. And she wants to see and hear him. So on Zoom or some, if you can on
yeah.
Zoom, I know
Yeah.
her site isn't real good, but she really misses him and she wants to see and hear him. And I mentioned that about hearing because left ear, this doesn't make sense. Left ear, like the left palm, what to, oh, okay, this goes along with that. What do Kat and her family need to hear from Bella? Um, and so that goes along. And I think I saw the map because I thought that your husband was still in Costa Rica. I think that's, she doesn't know where he is. And so she just like showed me a map, like, you
Okay.
tell me. But she just wants to see him at least and hear his voice. And hear his voice is very important. And then she wants more cuddle time. I think someone else was saying that. Hold me and feel my energy and let me feel yours. And I want to feel our heartbeats together. Um, lay on the floor, lay in the grass with me. Um, and did someone mention water? Lots of water, filtered water. I don't know if you're already given her
No.
filtered water, and some liquid supplements in the water. Yeah, Risa mentioned turmeric, and there's like a chondroitin. Oh, and also CBD. Um, how interesting. Just this morning I saw the box. I'm going to get it and hold it up. Hold on 1 second.
I want to echo and with while Kathy's away about that water. They were again said not only the food but that water, and it was like I was picturing a jug of water. I was like, oh, this she's going to be fancy, but get her some like a jug of filtered water. They
Yes,
were showing me
it's
the
got to be
part, and then I
filtered.
think Miriam said something about the water too was affecting her when it hit the diaper and stuff, and it was irritating or something as well. So yeah, that water has come up 3 times, and the same thing. It had to be like a clean water.
Mm-hmm. Um, I probably have to turn off my background. Let me turn off my background. Okay, you're sorry. So no, okay, I'm gonna have to turn off my background.
There you
Yeah, right
go.
there. Right there.
Oh, okay. Um, Canna
Complex.
complex. It's a tincture, and I can and I can send you, and it's for joints, and this, it's for dogs. It's THC free, and I mean, I don't know what state, if you can, we've got places around here. But it's got CBD, CBG, CBC, CBN, MCT oil, and it covers a lot of different things. And I can get more information on all of that. And there's a place near me that, I did a lot of research to make sure it was, quality, and that it was on the up and up, so to speak. And this stuff is grown in Colorado, and it's organic, which goes along with also, I heard not only filtered water, but no more dry kibble food, organic chicken, or the fresh or frozen food that now I'm seeing more and more commercials of that are um, so, oh yeah, grain. Yeah, the grain of the dry kibble food, no more. Somebody else was saying that. And if you like make your own, like chicken, peas, and different vegetables and things that she can eat, make it organic. It's got to be organic chicken so that there's no hormones and no antibiotics. Um, and then an oatmeal bath. Somebody else mentioned peroxide. I think that was maybe Risa. An oatmeal bath, at least on the areas that are the itchiest.
Okay.
And I think the last thing was liquid supplements in the water, because of the age, because of her age, the supplements that I think they have different liquid forms now that, because with her not having teeth, just to get the vitamins, the nutrients, and the minerals and whatnot in there. But seeing your husband is very important to her. She's really missing him. I don't know why. She didn't say, but she just wants to see and hear her daddy, and she just wants to be held and cuddled as much as you can. I'm complete.
Thank you,
Okay.
Kathy.
So,
Kat, would you like
yeah,
to?
thank you, Kathy. Yeah, so I'll go. Um, the first thing I saw when I connected was a flower. So I got allergies. And I also got Benadryl as well. I'm not sure if it was spring allergies, but I did see like sticks and outdoors and stuff. But it could be like you were saying to go outdoors as well. Um, and kind of I think somebody was saying that she's more sensitive. I also got sensitive and kind of what smells like perfume or something. I don't know if somebody put a new smell there or something, but maybe it's in the air. Um, but yeah, like I said, I got Benadryl and I got for 4 days at least to kind of help with those symptoms. Um, and then I also got a triangle in the beginning. I'm not sure what that meant. So that I'm still figuring out, but yeah. And that's it. I'm complete. I didn't get too much, but
Triangles to me are about change. For me,
okay,
a
yeah.
triangle is a symbol of change.
Yeah.
I will tell you something that I've recently done with my dogs, and I don't know, I saw this somewhere, a farmer who started putting like a piece of copper piping in the water troughs of the horses and the cows to keep the algae down, I guess. And um, I had heard about that a long time ago and never, I have 4 dogs, so we're constantly changing their water all the time. And it's so funny. We started like 2 weeks ago. We put a piece of copper in their trough, and it's so weird. The water stays so clean.
Mhm.
It doesn't form that film on it, and because we go to work all day, and it's been fantastic. So you know, just a thought. You might want to you might want to throw a piece of copper in their water dish.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, I've actually I've seen that too. And I was thinking about doing that. I haven't tried it, but that's a good idea. It's because I'm thinking the same thing. I'm like, oh, well, we change all the time, but like you said, even when you change it, it already kind of has a film, even if it's like a day. It's so
Mhm.
yeah,
She
it's a
was
good
so mad.
idea.
But I did make sure that I made it big enough to where they couldn't like take it out and swallow it.
Yeah, my dogs are tiny, so they're not gonna
Oh,
they're
okay.
not gonna do that. Yeah, the other ones, the one I have in Costa Rica, those are like might touch it or something, but the little ones are just like probably look at it like, what's that? Oh well.
Oh, what is that in my bowl? Mine
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, because they all share the same bowl with her, so
Yep.
yeah.
And I just saw a bowl of water with crystals. I don't know which ones. Clara, you were,
Yeah, I just
and
unmuted to say the same thing. I've been putting an amethyst crystal in the chicken's water and the cat's water and stuff like that. And they're the same thing. They're looking at it like, why are you doing
yeah,
that?
and if you're concerned, then I saw like something like something with holes in it over it, so that they can't get to the amethyst, or then what I didn't know what crystal it was, but yeah, the crystal also in the filtered water. Yeah, yeah.
I think a clear quartz, like anything like that.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
All right.
Wow. Thank you so much, by the way, for letting us read Bella.
Thank you
Yes,
guys.
sweet Bella, yeah.
And we would love to hear how things are going, obviously, the next
Yeah,
couple weeks.
sounds good.
Does anyone have any last words to share before we close out?
Mm-mm.
All right. Oh, look at her little. All right. All right. I would like to
I'd like
thank
to thank the masters, teachers, and loved ones for their love and compassion. I would like to thank the Lords of Akashic Records for their point of view, and I would like to thank Universal Mind for all knowledge and healing. The records are now closed. Amen. The records are now closed. Amen. The records are now closed. Amen.
Seal of faith, trust, and truth.